my name is Brittany Murphy, and I go to Hoover Middle School.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at the tragic life of Brittany Murphy.
Simon did request that no autopsy be done, and sometimes that's an indicator that somebody doesn't want you to find out what they had in their system.
For this video, we're looking at various events that befell the life and legacy of this actress and singer. What do you miss most about this iconic woman? Let us know in the comments below. Born on November 10, 1977, Brittany Murphy had a difficult time as a young child. Her father, Angelo Bertolotti, was a reputed mobster who had spent time in prison for various drug offenses, and he divorced Murphy's mother, Sharon, when Murphy was just 2 years old.
There must be something we can do.
There's nothing. It's hopeless.
Luckily, Murphy's mother was an enormous support in her personal and creative life. Foregoing her father, Murphy and her mother sold everything they had and moved to Los Angeles when she was between 12 and 13. She landed a few minor acting roles before appearing in a little movie called Clueless.
This is raisin. Let's do a lap before we commit to a location.
Earning very strong reviews and grossing over $50 million, Clueless served as the actress's breakout movie. She was a star by the early 2000s, starring in many notable films like Girl Interrupted and 8 Mile. The movies not only gave Murphy critical and commercial success, they also allowed her to meet many great people. Murphy co-starred in the romantic comedy Just Married with Ashton Kutcher, and the two began dating in late 2002.
Want to get drunk and make out?
Well, that's not gonna get me drunk. But we can make out.
Following the dissolution of their relationship, Murphy became engaged to talent manager Jeff Kwatnitz. The engagement only lasted for a few months, but Murphy recovered and met a production assistant while working on a movie called Little Black Book. Unfortunately, this engagement also ended before marriage in 2006.
By fall, I was ready to try again. A little bruised, a little humbled, and hopefully a little smarter.
Hollywood relationships are notoriously difficult, and within a span of just 4 years, Murphy had endured multiple failed relationships and broken engagements.
You could do so much better.
He thinks he's all that, Ty.
Yeah, God's gift.
You're too good for him.
If I'm too good for him, then how come I'm not with him?
But many stars go through relationships without suffering in the way that Murphy suffered. Those issues stemmed from other sources. In the mid-2000s, Murphy had noticeably lost a lot of weight, and many people became concerned. Some claimed she was getting into drugs, and others opined that she was suffering from an eating disorder. Murphy denied both of these allegations. However, alleged anonymous friends of Murphy told People that the famous actress was struggling with her image and career.
I think the blonde is great, but was it your idea? And your beautiful body is diminishing. And she said, that's what I've been told. If I wanted to be considered as a leading lady, I needed to lose a lot of weight.
One friend told the magazine that, quote, she had insane self-image issues, and another stated that, quote, a lot of her problems were due to poor self-image. According to them, quote, she wanted to be a beauty. She didn't want to be the fat girl from Clueless. She didn't eat a lot. She would drink copious amounts of coffee. These issues were compounded by her image-conscious mother. Having dropped everything in her life to move Murphy to LA, her mother was very adamant that her daughter become a star. Unfortunately, this included the encouragement of Murphy's weight loss. As the anonymous People source claims, quote, she was obsessed with Murphy looking slim.
I don't want to do this anymore. And my buttons, they don't feel nothing like steel.
She then met and married a British screenwriter named Simon Monjack, but the relationship was rooted in controversy.
I couldn't believe that this bottom-feeding sociopath had actually worked his way up the food chain to someone who was actually a legitimate artist.
Monjack was facing numerous legal issues at the time, including charges of credit card fraud in Virginia and a battle with Coutts Bank, who was suing him for almost $500,000 after he was evicted from 4 different homes.
He had all these secrets nobody knew about, all these little secrets. And if something started to come to the surface, it's absurd, it's crazy. He would, no, they're lying, it's not true. Brittany and Sharon believed him.
Monjack was also arrested by immigration officials over an expired visa, and he was facing deportation when he married Murphy. As a result, the media widely speculated that the couple had married simply to keep Monjack in the country.
He saw her coming a mile away. She was pure, trusting, loving, open, and he saw her coming.
Some of Murphy's friends were hesitant to agree, but agree they did.
We all were scared and freaked out. Like, who was this guy and what was happening?
They found little genuine love between Murphy and Monjack, and the People source claims, quote, not many around her were fans of Monjack. She wanted to find someone to share her heart with so badly. It was all a bit forced.
It's something that felt completely unhealthy, something that felt delusional on some level, a manipulative ploy on his part to control her and to keep his hooks in her.
She also hated the house that she and Monjack shared, and she would often wish to stay at the Beverly Hills Hotel rather than going home. Monjack wouldn't humor her, as he wanted to take advantage of their 10,000 square foot home.
He was making all of her decisions. He was clearly getting her money.
By this point, Murphy's life was beginning to fall apart. She was dealing with severe weight and image issues, and she was in a strained relationship that saw little support from friends and the media.
I know that it hurt her deeply.
You were kind of nasty at times.
I was more than nasty.
Murphy's co-workers had also begun to notice a monumental difference in the actress, and people were getting scared. Various sources told people that, quote, she was unfocused and never knew her lines, and that, quote, she'd go in and out of consciousness in the middle of takes.
Bleary eyes, and I just didn't recognize her anymore. Brittany was just cloudy and gone.
These troubles even led to lost work, as Murphy was fired from various productions, including a Disney project.
That's kind of harsh. It's a harsh world.
A pharmacist named Eddie Buber, who owns a West LA drugstore, took notice of her increased medication intake and feared that she was being, quote, over-medicated. He suspected that she and Monjack were getting prescriptions from more than one doctor, and eventually banned them from his store.
If it looks like they're getting too many prescriptions under several doctors, then they'll do the aliases and have the doctors write the prescriptions so that they can continue or enhance their addictions.
This all led to the morning of December 20th, 2009. At just 32 years old, Murphy passed away following cardiac arrest.
The entertainment world is stunned by the loss of this seemingly healthy young actress whose life was abruptly cut short.
Her mother had found the actress in the shower of their LA home, the same house that Murphy reportedly hated. A coroner's report was released the following February, revealing that Murphy had died of pneumonia that was exacerbated by anemia and the use of prescription drugs.
Brittany had changed physically, noticeably. She was much thinner. We thought, well, she went too far.
Just 5 months after Murphy's death, Monjack was found dead in the same house, and a coroner's report claimed that he had passed from almost the exact same circumstances.
Simon Monjack was best known simply for being married to Brittany Murphy. Now he has followed her into death in an eerily similar way.
Both had died of pneumonia exacerbated by anemia, though Monjack had lower, non-lethal levels of prescription medication in his system. In the midst of the conspiracy theories and mysteries that spawned from the similar deaths, Murphy's passing also caused a lot of consternation within her family. Her father went through the courts to obtain samples of Murphy's hair, as he wasn't buying the coroner's official explanation.
And I read the reports on the toxicology reports, and everything sounds very, very, very more or less suspicious.
He had the samples tested, and they showed high levels of various heavy metals. While the presence of these heavy metals could have mundane explanations like various foods and hair dyes, Murphy's father believed she was poisoned.
AJ always believed that there was something very odd about Brittany's passing, and then reviewing autopsy reports, we could see that there were multiple symptoms that would usually go with poisoning.
He even went on various news programs and claimed that his daughter had been murdered. This opinion was widely derided, and Murphy's mother called them, quote, inexcusable efforts to smear my daughter's memory.
There are some people that they're not satisfied. They think maybe there's more. You just have to go on the facts.
Murphy's legacy continues to face tragic issues. Shortly after her death, both Monjack and Murphy's mother started a charity called the Brittany Murphy Foundation. However, they had failed to apply for not-for-profit status and were forced to refund all the donations they had received.
For young people, for education, for things like what's going on in Haiti, so that we will be able to keep Brittany's memory when all the tabloids have gone out of business.
In October of 2021, Murphy became the subject of an HBO Max documentary titled What Happened, Brittany Murphy? Unfortunately, the documentary was critically panned for various reasons. Some thought it focused far too heavily on Monjack rather than Murphy. Some criticized the presence of uninformed vloggers and their speculations, and many fans thought it was exploitative and insulting to Murphy's legacy.
Other people always let you down. Why don't you just forget about them and do something for yourself?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Murphy's widower once told The Hollywood Reporter, quote, "The nature of this town is exploitive. Brittany would be alive today if she was a housewife in Edison, New Jersey." Murphy was a talented and ambitious young woman, but she found herself in a ruthless business that she couldn't handle. It is one of the saddest cautionary tales of our time. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.